Good afternoon, guys. Happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. I've got my Meijer haul for you guys today, which is awesome because I also finished making all my other grocery lists. So my dad, I think, is going to stop at Tony's and Caputo's on his way home from work tomorrow. And then I think we're going to go to Jewel on Saturday instead of Sunday because we can now that football's over, which is so sad. I'm like, tomorrow we'd normally be getting ready for a football game and like we're not, like it's over now. So like I said, it's kind of sad, kind of bittersweet, but we've been able to get a lot more stuff done because of it, and you know, just not having so much football practice and the football games, and then you know, Saturday coach meetings, all that kind of stuff. So again, now that that is over, there's a little bit more free time. But either way, we ended up going to Meijer today, and my dad was actually home because my mom had a doctor's appointment that he had to take her to, so we ended up going to Meijer once they got back. So I will share that with you guys. The price is a little, or the savings, I guess, is a little inflated, I guess, sort of, because we did find a Halloween clearance, and oh my goodness, the dog is very curious about what he got for Halloween. Even though, again, too, it's after Halloween, but they had Halloween clearance. And the things that we found for them, oh my goodness, guys, I am so excited to share with you guys. They're so cute. It's in the puppy sizes, and they were 90% off. Everything that they have left from Halloween was 90% off, and they had a few of these. And I was like, oh, really? Like, you know, I actually doubled back because I was like, wait a second, all this stuff is 90% off. And then I went back and was like, oh, these are. So then I like went and double checked at the like price scanner, and it said 90% off. And I was like, we are totally getting these. So we picked them up. But that's why they're normally $15.99, and we got them for $1.59. So that was, like I said, pretty cool. But we'll use them for the puppies for next Halloween. But I thought I'd just share with you guys that as well. The grocery stuff, though, I think we did pretty good with as well. I think we were probably close to about 50% with everything we ended up picking up. But again, I will share all those deals with you guys that were going on for today. So this was what we picked up from Meijer. It was $26.68, $2.21 of that was tax. So again, too, it was, you know, without tax, regular price of the items was under $25, which is awesome. And we saved $55.63, which is pretty awesome for, again, too, a lot of that was on the Halloween costume, which is on these little, do you guys see this? This is how they're like kind of supposed to look. They're like these little spider costumes, and they're supposed to kind of wear them like this. But again, normally $15.99. This was the adjusted clearance price, but then it took the 90% off the $15.99, so it was only $1.59, which, like I said, is pretty crazy. So we picked up two of them so that the dogs can match. They're a medium. I feel like the dogs can fit between normally a size small and a size medium. It just sort of depends. Like Bravo's a little bit wider in like the chest area, but Charlie's more long. So I feel like between the two of them, they're gonna both fit awkwardly, like, you know, because one dog is one size and the other one's the other. But I still think that they'll fit pretty well on them. So anyways, like I said, that was a huge savings though. That was why the savings was so, like I said, kind of inflated because of the 90% off that we ended up paying for that. So those were what we got for them. Like I said, the clearance section. They did have some other pretty decent stuff as well, but again, that was just kind of the main thing that I saw. And again, I doubled back and I was like, did they really have those? I was like, was that really in the puppy size? Because I was like, that's so cool. But they also, I think, have little light up, like the eyes light up as well. But I'm going to go try them on them after I finish sharing this with you guys. So the grocery deals, though, that were going on. These Campbell Homestyle soups were on sale. They were on sale $3 for two, and there was $1 off two M-Perks digital coupons. So those were just $1 each, or like $2 for two. They also had these like Lucky Charms Mott's, like, you know, like little snack bar kind of things. They were on sale for $2.49, and there was $1 off two coupons, so we ended up paying just $1.99 each for both of those. They also had the General Mills cereals, the smaller size boxes. Those were on sale for $1.99, and there was also $1 off two coupon, making those just $1.49 each for buying two. They also had the Honey Crisp apples, which those were on sale for 99 cents a pound, and we ended up getting a little over 3 pounds, so it was $3.22, which was pretty good for Honey Crisp apples, and these are like the really big, nice sized ones. They did not have a lot left, and what they did, a lot of them were like bruised and stuff like that, so we found probably what was very few left of the good ones. They also had these Reynolds kitchen slow cooker liners, which is awesome because we use these a lot right around the holidays, just because holiday, like I won't use these for everyday use, but for like cleaning up after like Thanksgiving, Christmas, like that kind of stuff, you know, New Year's. I hate doing dishes because normally there's so much from it, so I love having these. And these were just $1.99 on sale, and there was a $1 off coupon, so they were 99 cents for 4 liners. Again, that's about 25 cents per liner. That is a really good price. They also had the Degree deodorant. That was the normal price, $3.65. There was a $3 off coupon, so it's just 65 cents, which is awesome because we don't get a lot of deal on men's deodorant, which is really good. They also had two, which I'll share this with you guys last, because I was so kind of disappointed in the size packaging of these, right? So they had these, this is a specific coupon because this is new, this downy, like comfy, cozy, toasted warm vanilla kind of like flavored, these, you know, like scent beads. They're normally $4.99, and there was a $2.50 off coupon, so there was only $2.49. Now with these ones, they also had a $2 off coupon, and there were 2 separate $2 off coupons. With these were on sale for $4.49, but there was a $2 off coupon, so it made them just $2.49. And for some reason there was 2 coupons that were like for the same one, like the Downy Unstoppables or like the Downy Calm, like whatever, different types of like those ones. But these are actually, you'd think these are the larger sized ones. These are actually, if you guys can see on there, these are 5 ounces, and these are pretty large, right? Well, the packaging, not even used up all the way to the top, right? So you think that you're getting like that amount of beads. Well, no, the packaging, again too, it stops, like the beads end right there. That's kind of where this like first rung on here is. Well, these ones, again, you guys can see, and maybe this is because these are new, so it's like new packaging or whatever, and this will be the size that they will be in the future. But these ones are actually 5.9 ounces. So it's almost a full ounce more. And the packaging is smaller. These fill up almost all the way to the top, if you guys can see that on there. But if you guys look, these are almost filled up to the same size as this, even though this is like the slenderer part, I guess. So, but the ounce size is 5 ounces versus the $5.49. Again, with the coupon, everything ended up working out to be the exact same price, but the packaging is different on these, which again too, I know that these are a newer item. These ones are the older ones, so maybe they're gonna adjust the like sizing, but I think that this is such a waste. Not only is it deceptive, right? It's such a waste of plastic because of how much space is not taken up. So you think that you're getting so much more, but if you look at what the actual ounces are on here, way different, way different. You almost get a full ounce more for buying this little tiny one, and you're getting less plastic, which is awesome, right? Like, don't you hate that when you go to buy a bag of chips and half the bag is filled up with air? Like, it's deceptive packaging. Not only that, it's the same brand that just packages one smaller and the other bigger. And again, too, like I was saying, that is the new one. So maybe in the future they're going to be moving over to that. But it alludes to the fact that you're getting more in the packaging as well, unless you're actually looking at the ounce sizes. So again, too, that one, worth it more because I actually get almost an ounce more for the same price. But again, too, these still work out to be a good deal. Like, they're still much better than actually buying those big sized ones per ounce than if you were to buy, like I said, you know, like those larger size ones. These would work out to be a better deal. So again, I was just like, when I was looking at that and I was telling my dad, I was like, that's so, like, not only is it deceptive because you would want to get that one because it's bigger packaging and you think, oh, I'm getting more than I'm getting with this one. You're actually getting more, and it's also less waste, less plastic waste. So yeah, that's my little rant for today. Sorry guys, welcome to my TED Talk. But you know, like I said, it's important to be an informed consumer when you are shopping. And you know, like I said, that is my big thing when I go shopping, like, and I compare all my coupons and everything like that. I am always double checking what size ounces, you know, a certain product is, because sometimes it's better to buy in bulk because you're getting more for what you're paying for, but the bigger size. But sometimes if you have a coupon and you're buying the smaller size, you're getting more, you know, again, per ounce. You might think that it's a better deal, you know, or again, too, the opposite way. You might think, oh, if I'm buying the smaller box, it's cheaper. Well, yeah, but it's not really, because the bigger size is cheaper per, you know, again, count or ounce, or, you know, per bar, or, you know, whatever it is, versus, you know, buying the smaller size, or like I said, sometimes can also be the other way around. So that's why, guys, it's always important to make sure that you are checking those kind of things and being very informed in your shopping decisions as well. So thought I'd just point that out to you guys. Like I said, I do know that it's a newer product, so that could be why the packaging is different, and maybe eventually they're switching over to making those sized ones all the same. But it's just funny to me that like this one that actually is like more worth this, you know, and they all retail at $4.99, but the one that's actually the smaller one is you're actually getting more with it. So technically that was the best deal because it works out to be cheaper per ounce, but like I was saying, the other ones still work out to be cheaper than buying the big bulk sized ones. So and still very good deal. So either way, I'm going to go and try these on the dogs and see if they like them or if they're terrified of them. We'll see if they can use them for next Halloween. But I thought I'd just share with you guys those deals at Meijer, and again too, those again, very, very good Halloween clearance. Well guys, I'm gonna take a shower and get to bed. Honestly, the lighting in here is so bad. We need to get these bedrooms finished so that I can have overhead lighting. Like the two lights that I have in here are not cutting it. And when I sit at my desk, I turn my desk lamp on. But when I'm not there, I don't have it on. So other than that, there's just two lamps that are on in here. So the lighting is really bad. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed. We actually did try the dogs, those Halloween costumes on, and they fit them perfectly. Medium was actually the perfect size, both of them. The one was like a little bit kind of short on Charlie, and the other one was like a good size on Bravo, even though he's like wider and Charlie's longer. But they actually both, like I said, fit perfectly, and they honestly looked pretty funny. But I'll have to share that with you guys next Halloween because we actually already packed them away. So anyways, I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.